Well, I got you some stuff for the B-roll.
Yep. Thank you, buddy.
You're
All
welcome.
right. What are we again? Comic book thing. Yeah.
We were
Holy
comic
shit.
potato.
Oh man, I fucking hit a wall. Oh my god. All right.
Hey, I saw that.
Do one of these.
I just did.
Good job.
Right. Thanks, buddy. Okay.
Fucking hurt my hand.
Ready? I guess.
It's like a paper cut. Yeah.
Oh shit. Look at what's on here.
A podcast.
Hilarious. It's gonna be our last remnants of a podcast.
Nice.
I think in like 4 months we should do like a slightly new logo that has it on there again.
Yeah, it's back.
Just once October hits, that's when we got to do it.
Yeah,
like
and
brand
then
work.
like a solid year and a half without it.
Yes. Yes. And then we're just a live stream for everything. It's a Comic Burrito, a live stream, even if it's recorded.
Yeah, premiered video.
Yeah. All right. You ready, Nick?
Me, yeah, it's my face. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, you tell it. That's how it works.
Like, hold on, we're trying to tell if it's you.
I've got like a hair, and I don't know where it is.
Roll an intimidation check
Yeah,
on your computer.
I pray.
Yes. All right. Nick, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Can you act interested?
Can you? You're illuminated by your computer,
I know,
quite
it's-
obviously.
It's hold on, it's loading. Damn it. Why is it being done?
I'm just gonna take a nap.
Todd's gonna fall asleep.
There you go. Do it.
I'm gonna pull a poser. All right. Good job, buddy.
It's still got the bar.
Well, we don't need that yet because we haven't said what it's gonna be yet. It's not
Yeah.
announced yet. That's what you do. Don't show it yet. That's why I don't have it on the background yet.
There we go. Got it.
Okay.
What am I saying? We're
Same thing we've done each other time.
I know.
You say the name of the book, and then afterwards, I say it ranks,
Bam.
Yeah.
and then.
Then
But
we
there's
go
going to
into
be
it.
a break when Todd
Yep.
shows the logo.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
don't talk during the break.
Got it. Good. Go.
All right. This is Comic Burrito Podcast. I'm Todd.
I'm Cole.
And I'm Nick, and we are talking about Redlands.
And this book ranks on our list.
Yeah, I did it wrong. That's not what we've been doing for each of the other videos.
It's fine.
It's fine.
I know it's gonna. I'm trying to think of my editing if I'm gonna be really perturbed
Just
because
right
I've been
now,
saying
say, this is 10 days of Halloween.
because
and then
I've
add
been
it in.
saying that we're doing 10. This is Comic Burrito Podcast. We're doing our 10 days of Halloween.
We can start over.
Do it
Yeah.
over.
All
Do it
right.
over. You can do it right if you want to do it right, or I'm fine with leaving all of this in.
because I've been doing that and then going. I'm Todd.
Boom.
Yeah. Okay. This is Comic Burrito, a podcast, and this is our 10 days of Halloween. I'm Todd.
I'm Cole.
I'm Nick, and we are talking about Redlands.
And this book ranks
8.
on our list.
Yeah, it does. It's Jordi Belair, writer and color, Vanessa R. Del Rey as the artist, and Clayton Cowles as the letterer and production.
Never heard of production on a comic book. Kind of
That's
cool.
what they are.
Also, how often does the writer also do the colors?
I know at least one or two instances of it.
Sometimes.
Not very often.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes they do all three things.
Yeah.
Yes. I guess that's, yeah. Like if you're doing the art and the colors and the letters and the...
Yeah. So this is a book that was brought to the table by Cole, who pulled it or something. He's got the singles at least.
Hold it.
He pulled it.
This
Got
was
it. He pulled it.
early in my comic, like pulling of getting into Image. It's like, let's get it.
It's an early pull.
It was a spoopy book, and I was into it.
Spoopy. It's a really spoopy book.
Goofy.
That's like not super spooky, but kind of spooky.
Yeah, it's got its horror themes. It has some mysticism, and then also like a crime drama all rolled into one.
Which is why I probably really like it.
It's very unique. It's very cool. It's got a very strong art style.
It's kind of like True Detective meets
True Blood.
True Blood.
Yeah.
It's True Detective Blood.
It's true Blood of the detective.
Yeah. Yeah.
In Florida.
Yes.
I feel like
Really
I feel like the artwork is really good in this book, but my favorite thing is the writing and the colors. The going through like pages and stuff, the colors kind of, I don't know, like pull you through and then pop at different times. It does a really good job of that. So it's interesting. I didn't notice in my read through that she wrote and did the colors. So when you said that was the first time I kind of made that connection, and now that's cool.
She is the colorist of the stars.
Of the stars. There's some especially reds in this book that I am quite fond of.
And the fires, I really like the fires.
Yes, the reds and the oranges and that play off the greens. It's good. It's good coloring. It might be my favorite part of the book.
Mine's the story. It's really interesting.
The story is
good. It's a really good story. It's really different than what you'll run into a lot. It's got like it's kind of got like the Wicked vibe because it's about like 3 supernatural ladies who have supernatural things going on. But it is really good. If you like horror or crime or like supernatural mysticism, you'd probably really enjoy this book because it blends all 3 very well where you don't think one tie is weaker than the other. It's very consistent, even though it bounces around genres and things like that.
Yeah, it does bounce around a little bit. I know for me, like the first 2 issues were probably my favorite part because it jumps on that horror bandwagon in a really in your face way, and I really liked that. And then it kind of gets into the crime stuff a little bit more, which is still really good. It was just I liked all that first part, maybe a little bit more, but it kind of finishes with that too. So I'm excited to read the volume 2 after the volume 1 because I've heard it gets kind of a little bit crazier after this arc too.
Nice, because we just read volume 1. I think Cole's read all of it. I just read volume 1 because that's what we said we were going to do. But
technically only 2 volumes, but I don't think it's like 100% done. But it's been a while since I've read it. I mean, the first issue came out in 2017, so
it's been a little
2
while.
years. And I've probably consumed over like 4,000 other comic books since then. So sometimes stuff like kind of blends together or gets lost in the shuffle. So
I don't know. I'm a big fan of the horror genre, and I would say it's a must read book if you are into horror books. Redlands is one that you should absolutely read.
I think it's a little bit different than some of the other stuff where it does blend all these different kind of things into it. I mean, I almost kind of forgot the detective stuff as much. I just remembered what like the 3 sisters really were and what they were kind of doing.
I mean, what really matters is that right there. Is that
Scott Snyder?
Scott Snyder said that you should read
beautifully, frighteningly, what?
Beautifully, frighteningly immersive.
Scott Snyder.
Scott Snyder.
Scott Snyder.
I mean, that's all you really need to know.
Yeah, I mean, it obviously coming in at
8
on the rankings, it's definitely obvious, like a must read. Anything on the top 10 is a must read, but this is really interesting. It's different than most things, and I really dig that. Like, there's just some books that are just like, okay, yeah, follows the dots and it kind of makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But this blends so many different elements together, and then it's really fun to look at at times. Other times it's very gruesome to look at, but it's still pretty while it's being gruesome.
Definitely don't let your children read this. There's a lot of nudity.
Yeah, it's a mature book.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of image stuff, you should kind of know that going in.
I mean, I would be more concerned with the intense violence and themes than the nudity.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
I guess it depends on your perspective.
I mean, there are some big themes, I guess, too, that, might be not up everyone's alley. But
themes, some big themes.
Big old themes.
Big old themes.
Oh, which this totally isn't going to bother me.
No.
Later on.
Yeah.
We're doing our best here.
There's the cover.
Hey, there it is. I pointed the right way.
Yeah, look at that. That's impressive.
I know you said, I think the color and the art together, this is one of those books I think overall works very well together in the storytelling. I think there's a lot, I think with horror books, the really big sell for a lot of it, if the art and the colors and the words all blend together, it just makes better. Horror is different where you kind of need a visual element. I've never read a book that's horror that scared me as much because for some reason, maybe my imagination's not great.
Yeah, you have a terrible imagination.
I'm picturing it my way, so maybe I'm making it less scary myself, where I need the other people to drive me into the scary.
I think panel placement is very important in horror, and this book does it really well. There's sometimes that if something's going to happen and it's just on the other page, if you're reading the left page and it's on the right, your eye will catch it, and it kind of ruins it. You can't
it's always the surprise,
right? So it's like having that planning of what's on that page. The page turn is very important in horror books, and Redlands does some really good page turns.
And the main characters
are very
strong females.
Very strong females.
Which is pretty...
It's cool.
I like that, too. They bring in... There's a main theme for what type of horror book this is, and I think we can say that without really ruining it too much, right?
You can, and Todd can bleep it out later if it's...
It's true, if it's too much.
They're loosely witches.
Oh, yeah, I was skirting around that, but
yeah, we've kind of skirted around that, but they also add in...
I called it a wicked thing.
Yeah. I mean, we've kind of said that, but, they're witches, but they also deal with a lot of other types of magical, I guess, creatures and things within this that are cool add-ins that we probably won't ruin those for you. But
no, that there are some interesting, there's some funsies that go along with it.
Yeah, and to swing back to Nick, it starts off as a very heavy witch book, and then it goes into them being detectives. Right.
Yeah, that's where it was. It kind of, in a weird way, I didn't want to say this, but now we've gone on long enough that I have to. It in an adult way, it reminds me of Hocus Pocus.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Like a mature version of Hocus Pocus.
It is not a comic book Hocus Pocus at all. Don't let your kids read this. But it reminds me of that a lot, just for adults.
Yeah, totally. For sure.
It has that kind of vibe to it with witches in your culture and things. Yeah.
In Florida.
Yeah, for sure. So check it out. It's Image.
Do it.
Jordi Belair.
Unless if you don't like horror,
then don't.
You're
not going to like any of these.
If you're watching this and you don't like horror, thanks for being here.
Thanks for being here.
Please give us a thumbs up. Tell your friends who might like horror about it.
Tell them. Be you like horror and you only watch horror movies. You should check out some comics. And hey, these guys have this whole list of comics. This one is number 8. Yeah, but there's 9 others in that list that are either before and or after it.
You can there'll be a playlist at the end. You can just
you can just check out the playlist. Or
just tell them to start at the 1, watch all of these, and they'll get back here.
Comics are really cool too.
So thanks for getting spooked up with us.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
I'm Todd.
I'm Cole.
I'm Nick.
This has been Comic Burrito 10 Days of Halloween. Ooh, I want to have you hit the like button.
And the subscribes.
Really, I just want you to read more comics.
Leave a comment also about spooky stuff you like.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Halloween candy?
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's good.
Maybe it'll be a winner for someone that likes the candy that I like.
Who knows?
Maybe there won't be.
There wasn't.
There wasn't. Maybe I'll mail you a piece of my favorite Halloween candy.
It's literally just a piece, like it's a chunk.
Yeah.
Off of a piece.
It's like a bit of honey.
Bit of
I'm Nick,
honey.
I like bit of honey.
Charleston chew for you, kids.
After was
Hey,
like,
I love the strawberry.
why is
Charleston
it all
chews.
wet?
Yeah. You get some DNA along with it. You can make a Nick.
That's always weird when you get that hair and like the tape in the comic book, and it's like, thanks for that DNA. Or like in the back of the bag, there might be a hair.
I'm glad I can just edit this when we're not
Yep.
live.
We already said our names, so this is already done, right?
Yeah, it's been done.
Okay, good.